A ding dang, a Sean and Nick, a Sean and Nick, a Sean and Nick, a ding dang, Sean and Nick talk about movies.
Okay.
Hey, so we are back from episode 2 on to episode 3. We're back to our old theme song. Didn't really feel like coming up with a new one this week, and people seem to like the first one, so I don't know.
It is really. I really like the first one.
I think it's a good thing to have kind of the same start every time, so people hear it and then they get excited.
Plus, ding dong's fun.
Ding dang.
Oh, ding dang.
Ding dang, Sean and Nick. You know, something you could sing along to every time. And it's like hearing your theme song come on for your favorite show.
Plus, we do love witches in general.
Yeah. You know, it's like hearing like Hannah Montana.
Oh, yeah.
Best of Both Worlds. Oh, yeah.
We listen to that song so many times.
Yeah. Nick and I are both pretty big Hannah Montana fans and also Disney fans in general. And speaking of Disney, we did a Disney movie this week.
We did. I did not even realize it was a Disney movie.
I didn't realize until I saw it at the beginning of the movie, which we did watch yesterday. This is a movie we did watch. So,
oh yeah, we didn't even watch the other two.
No, we haven't watched the movie yet. Except we planned on doing a podcast with Billy Madison, but we ended up ditching it. So, that was the one that we watched. But we did watch our movie last night, and that movie is Hocus Pocus.
A Halloween classic.
Yeah, Halloween classic. It's not quite Halloween, but
no.
We decided like whatever.
Watching it though.
Watching it.
Yes.
No pun intended.
Nice. Made it feel like Halloween.
It did feel like Halloween.
It almost felt a little bit like my birthday as well, since that's around Halloween.
Yeah, his birthday is around Halloween. We put the air conditioning on really cold, so it was like it's like 65 in here with a cool breeze. We really blew the air conditioning. Also, it's always pretty dark where we watch our movies, so we had kind of a fall theme going, and we went right into it. Also, we got to say thanks to anybody who made it through last week's two-part episode of
way too long.
Titanic. It was way too long, so if you listen to it, cool. If not, we kind of get it.
Yeah.
So this week we're planning on being a lot more condensed, a little more organized. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get right.
Kick it off. We're going
to get right into the meat and potatoes of the movie.
Oh, you love a good stew.
With a nice little summary. Okay, so to try to keep our summaries a little shorter and condensed, we're going to try a new segment right now. It's called
5-minute popcorn.
5-minute popcorn. So we're going to be going back and forth while we're getting our popcorn ready. We're going to set a timer for 5 minutes. So we got 5 minutes to summarize the whole movie. So that way we can focus more on.
And we can stop each other and pass it on to the other person at any point.
Yeah, like the old school game.
The old school game popcorn.
Then you popcorn, you call on somebody else.
Which I hated, by the way.
Yeah.
You never know.
Not great.
Yeah.
So we're going to go ahead and we're going to start the timer. Who's going to start?
You can start.
I'll start. All right, I'll start. And
I feel like this is going to be a little bit of a shit show.
It's going to be hard. But, all right, so let's go ahead. I'm going to start the microwave right now.
All right. Put that in there.
Okay, microwave's on.
I think I hear a couple kernels pop in.
Okay.
All right, and
the timer is starting now. Okay, so we start off in 1693, Salem, Massachusetts, the famed city of the Salem witch trials. 3 witches have captured a little girl named Emily. They're planning on using her soul to keep them young. So they've concocted a potion. They make her drink it. They suck in her soul, which actually kills her. Her brother Thackeray fails to save her from the witches. So in punishment, instead of killing him, they turn him into a cat that will live forever. So he can never die. The townspeople find out about this. They get mad. They hang the sisters, but not before Winnie, one of the main witches. The other sisters are Sarah and Mary. They're hanging all 3. Winnie mutters a spell that allows them to be summoned again on Halloween night as long as there's a full moon, and a candle, the black flame candle, has to be lit by a virgin, and they can be summoned again. Popcorn Nick.
Okay, so then we flash forward 300 years later.
Shit, we got like 4 minutes.
4 minutes. Oh shit, you went to the okay, I don't want. I'll start talking way too fast. Okay. No one understanding. So we go 300 years later. The Dennison family moves to Salem from California. Now Max is the oldest. He's the brother, and he has a younger daughter named Danny. Basically, he's in class. They talk about the Salem witch trials. He has a crush on this girl named Allison. Her and Allison flirt and blah blah blah. Then he goes home. Danny's trying to go trick-or-treating. She's like, Max, will you take me? He's like, no. His parents end up making Max take Danny trick-or-treating. Popcorn Sean.
Okay, so they're going trick-or-treating. They eventually end up at the Sanderson sisters' house with Allison, Max, and Danny. Max summons the witches by lighting the black flame candle. The witches are planning on killing Danny, and they also plot to kill all the kids in Salem so they can live forever. Otherwise, they'll die again at sunrise. The kids escape along with Thackeray, the cat who is guarding the cottage, who instructs them to steal the book. And then the witches are kind of chasing them all around town, trying to get their book back. Popcorn Nick.
Yes, and while the witches are chasing them around town, there's a bunch of comic scenes where the witches are unfamiliar with the new world since they're 300 years from the past. Mm-hmm. Basically what happens, they catch them at everywhere around the town. But what ends up happening is they get caught in school. They put them in the kiln. They think they're lit on fire, think they killed the witches, so they go back to Max's house, Popcorn Sean.
So they're back at Max's house. Everyone's feeling relieved that the witches are no longer alive, but Thackeray is still a cat, so they want to get him turned back into a boy. So they have the spell book. They open it up to try to find the spell that reverses the curse. This shows the witches the location of the book. They come back. They grab the book, Danny and Thackeray, and take them back to the cottage. They also are luring all the children in Salem back to the cottage at the same time. And then Popcorn Nick.
I don't know if we mentioned this, but the witches only have until sunrise, otherwise to do the spell and steal the souls of the children. Otherwise, they will turn to dust and die. Basically, a bunch of stuff goes wrong. They end up in a graveyard. Thackeray knocks off the potion. The cat, there's a little bit left. Max drinks it to save his sister. And then while the Sandersons are about to suck his soul out, the sun comes up. Popcorn Sean.
The sun comes up. The witches one of them turns to stone. The other ones explode. The curse is broken when the witches die. Thackeray turns back into a boy, although he's a ghost.
Yeah, ghost boy.
Ghost boy. And his ghost, he gets to meet up with his ghost sister, Emily. And they hold hands and walk into the sunset. The witches are dead, but at the very last scene, the spell book opens the little eye that's on it, and it blinks and gives a little wink, oh, they might be back. We got 45 seconds.
That's it. Let's go.
We did not mention though that the only reason they had enough potion left for one person is because Max and Allison rescued Danny from the cottage and they spilled the whole potion.
Yeah, it's only enough for one. And then they went out of their way to go get Danny when there's 700 children walking to their house.
Yeah.
Which made me really mad.
Yeah, the witches had all these little kids that they could have...
100. Over 100.
Could have used to make them stay alive, but
they had a vendetta.
They were spiteful of Danny because she at one point called Winnie ugly.
Yes, which, in all honesty, she is pretty ugly.
Yeah, she is an ugly woman.
All right.
Is our popcorn
it's done.
Is our popcorn done?
It's done. Let's go.
Beep, 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 beep.
That was good.
Okay, now that the whole summary's out of the way, we can get into the meat and potato things.
You're really in that meat and potato show. But now, we assume everyone's seen Hocus Pocus. We get in the 5 minutes out of the way because every podcast...
It's just a quick summary. You're like, maybe you forgot like a little bit about the plot, but everyone knows.
It doesn't matter.
It's about witches and
this is supposed to be more of a review, talk about the movie rather than have it 90% of it be a summary.
Yeah. It's a kid's movie, and it's just like a fun Halloween movie. It's on TV all the time around Halloween.
So let's start off with one thing that annoyed you and one thing that you really liked.
Okay. So, annoyed by, just like, I think the part that we mentioned is the biggest thing, that they had all these kids coming to their cottage that they lured in with this creepy song. And the song is an extremely scary song. Yeah, it's a scary song. It's sung by Sarah Jessica Parker,
SJP,
her name is Sarah in the movie.
Yeah,
she's Sarah, the other witch
from Sex and the City fame.
Yeah,
she's not Miranda.
She wasn't though.
Carrie.
Yeah. Although this was before Carrie, 93.
Yes, it was before Carrie.
Yeah, like they had all these kids. They could have used any of them, but we're gonna go get this one. And it ended up killing it. They died because of that.
I know. There's 100 of them walking into their cabin.
How about we
get one of these kids?
Yeah, and then we'll
have infinite time to go get the other one.
Yeah.
Plus,
they can murder the entire. They can genocide children.
Yeah, and they have spells and they can shoot electricity. Like, just eat a couple of those kids. Their souls.
Yeah.
Get going. You can go get Danny whenever you want.
Yeah. Like, they can probably put like a tracker on her.
Yeah.
They can just follow her around for her whole life, just creep the shit out of her.
Yeah.
We just be like, we're going to get you one day.
Did you ever read the theory that Carrie from Sex and the City is actually Sarah from Hocus Pocus living in modern day New York City?
Oh, she's a New York witch.
She's a New York witch.
I never saw that theory, but now that you mention it, it makes a lot of sense.
It does.
She does hint in the movie at being somewhat of a writer. I think she wrote that song.
Yeah, and they look extremely similar.
Yeah, and if you had to pick one witch that was like the most posh, definitely her. The other
her
two,
outfits, her hair is like combed.
Oh no, it's not.
Yes, it is.
It's pretty out there.
Like in the movie, Sarah.
Unkempt. It's unkempt. Yeah.
I don't think so. I remember it being very silky.
It's not.
Maybe she's like the seductress witch.
Yeah,
I think maybe she's seducted me a little bit. I saw her hair that way.
That's definitely what happened.
But I think it was pretty smooth.
Not from what I remember. I like that. But
that part is a gigantic loophole.
That's what annoyed me. And then what I have to say? What one thing?
One of your favorite parts or whatever.
I got a few.
We'll throw one down now, and then we can get more.
My most favorite part is the beginning when the teacher, when Max is like, I don't believe in all this witch stuff, and he's wearing a tie-dye shirt, and the teacher's like, okay, Max, why don't you share with us your laid-back California tie-dye point of view?
You've been saying that for years.
Yeah, I use it all the time.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's just kind of infamous for me. The other part that I kind of forgot that I liked was when the witches' brooms get stolen and they have to ride the bus.
Oh, dude, come on. I like that. That part's so good.
Oh, you can like that part, too.
I know, but you're stealing the good. You can't take two.
Okay, well, go.
No,
you take that one.
I might not even take that one, but... The part that annoyed me the most was the part you talked about where it's a huge, like, I don't understand. Just take one of the kids, you know?
Yeah. You mentioned you didn't like the bully characters.
Oh, I hate bully characters in all movies.
Ice.
And, I don't know his other name.
Ernie? It was Ernie's name, Ice.
No, Ernie, yeah, you might be right. The other kid had a pretty cool bully name.
Yeah. It's Ernie and... Jay, I guess. Jay
sounds like a bully
Jay
name.
And Ice.
Yeah. I don't like bully characters in any movie because they come off extremely unintellectual. They make them like gigantic idiots.
They didn't even really have a point in this movie.
No, they never really do. They're just there to be mean.
Yeah.
And there's like no character development of them besides maybe the end they learn a lesson. They're just boring characters.
Yeah. They stole Max's shoes.
Which is funny if you think about now, they take your phone or something and they're stealing his like Nikes.
The biggest thing of value was like his cross trainer.
Yeah, his cross trainer. At least take the bike. The bike's probably better than the shoes.
Yeah.
The part I don't like, one I think of off the top of my head is when Thackeray. Also, I don't like that his name is Thackeray.
Yeah.
Because everyone knows they thought it was Zachary.
Oh,
and if you didn't, you can get the fuck out of town.
Yeah. So there's probably going to be people listening to this that we're
informing you.
Yeah, where like they're just discovering now. Wait, the cat wasn't Zachary with a Z; it's Thackeray with a TH.
Yeah, never would have known that. I think we found that out years ago when we saw the credits, right? Or you told me that.
Yeah, it says voice of Thackeray.
Yeah, we're like, who the fuck is Thackeray?
Wait, there was a Thackeray in this movie? I thought it was Zachary Banks.
Okay, so one part that bugs me of the movie is when Thackeray is turned into a cat. I guess maybe he eventually learns how to speak English, but his parents are looking for him, and Thackeray's like rubbing against their legs, and then they're like, "Where's Thackeray?" to the witches, and like, "Oh, blah blah blah." They make like a joke saying, "Cat's got your tongue. I don't know where he is," or whatever. Yeah. He can kick the cat. Yeah. But throughout the rest of the movie, Thackeray speaks perfect English.
Yeah, I don't think we even mentioned it in the side. I think we were going too fast. I don't think we mentioned that the cat spoke.
You don't need to. They saw the movie. It's a quick summary.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying like that. Yeah, the cat. It spoke in 1993, but 300 years ago, apparently it couldn't speak yet.
And then his parents, and I'm sure
it's like he knew English when he was turned into a cat. He was like 16 years old.
Exactly. And some of the towns, even if it took him years to learn it, I'm sure some of the townsfolk were still around for at least 15 years. Like his parents.
Yeah.
Like, come on, go back to town and be like, yo, it's me, Thack.
Yeah. Like, hey, guys, like, I'm a person.
It's me. Yeah, speak him.
Yeah. Oh,
Thackeray! Got a little Thackeray Binks right here.
Oh, it's a guest appearance by Thackeray. This is the 1693 version of Thackeray.
Yeah, he can't quite speak English.
Thackeray Binks. That's my other favorite part of the movie is the very end when the ghost Emily comes back and she's looking for her brother and she like pops out behind a tree and she's a ghost. She's Thackeray Binks.
I like the part where when they're like out, the witches are out on the road like in the midst of all the trick or treating, and then some dude walks out dressed as the devil, and they think it's the real devil, and they call him Master and go into his house and like dance with him. That whole scene's pretty funny.
That's a good part. Yeah, they're calling him Master, and he's like dancing with them, and he thinks they're just having a good time.
Yeah,
but they think that's actually Satan.
Yeah.
Other part I really like is when the witches first go out into the world and they come across like this street. It's like black pavement, and they're like, "It's a black river.
Tis firm."
Yeah, they push out Sarah Jessica Parker into the street, and she like lifts up her like dress. She's like pounding on it with ice. Oh, tis firm.
Tis firm.
And then they go walking down the street.
That part is really good.
Yeah, that's a good part. And now what do you want to talk about? I mean, we talked about all our favorite parts. Everybody watches this movie on Halloween. Like, everybody. No, everyone's always excited for, like, this. I'm surprised they don't put it on more thing. I'm surprised they didn't put it on more.
I mean, every time it came out when we were younger on TV, before you can do anything, back in the Stone Age, I used to always watch it.
Yeah, I mean, we even I'm pretty sure we even watched like year round. I think like some like my like younger siblings just liked it in general. But I guess we could probably talk about they're planning on doing a remake.
Oh yeah,
of the movie. Like for the longest time, they wanted to do a sequel, and like all of the three witches were like totally 100% on board with doing a sequel. But apparently it's going to get remade instead.
I think that's. I mean, it's going to make a lot of money, so that's the whole point. They're going to do it, obviously.
But it's got none of the original cast.
Yeah, I hope it's like a complete reimagining instead of just like a step-by-step kind of remake.
I think they're going to have to change it. This movie's it's got too much of a cult following that they can't just do the same movie.
And I think this movie's like one of the best like Halloween kids movies ever.
They're going to, you know what they're going to do too? They're going to have a bunch of shit like CGI in it.
Yeah, because we were talking about how we like how Thackeray looks.
Yeah.
It's not CGI.
Nothing looked horrible in the movie. Like the flying looked pretty good. The cat.
And that watching it now, it's got like a nostalgic factor that it looks kind of bad.
Yeah.
But like Star Wars.
Yeah. The cat looked better than CGI. Mm-hmm. And like the book had like an eyeball in it, and like it was obviously it was a real like book, and like it was being controlled by probably like a remote or like a puppet or something. Like I just hate everything that they just do CGI and like
it looks like garbage.
Like Alvin and the Chipmunks and
oh my god,
all those movies where they like mix CGI with live action. It just looks like total poop.
It looks like garbage water.
Okay, so to get you into the spirit of the movie, we're gonna let you listen in on a scene from the movie. So here it goes. Salem, Massachusetts, 1993. Classroom. A room full of high school students sit listening to the teacher as she tells them about the Sanderson sisters. And so the Sanderson sisters were hanged by Salem townfolk. Now there are those who say that on Halloween night, a black cat still guards the old Sanderson house, warning off any who might make the witches come back to life.
Give me a break.
Max is your average teenager. He's got brown hair and brown eyes and wears a tie-dyed t-shirt. We seem to have a skeptic in our midst. Mr. Dennison, would you care to give your California, laid-back, tie-dye point of view? The class laughs.
Okay. Granted that you guys here in Salem are all into these black cats and witches and stuff.
Stuff?
Fine. Fine, but everyone here knows that Halloween was invented by the candy companies. It's a conspiracy.
Oh, shit.
You take Allison.
Allison. It just so happens that Halloween is based on the ancient feast called All Hallows Eve. It's the one night of the year where the spirits of the dead can return to Earth. The class cheers and claps, and so does the teacher. Well said, Allison. Max gets up and goes over to Allison with a piece of paper in his hand. Hands Allison the paper.
Well, in case Jimi Hendrix shows up tonight, here's my number.
The class groans and whistles. The bell rings. Allison takes the paper, then gets up and leaves. Boy, to Max.
What?
Fat chance.
Wow.
Max grabs his stuff and runs out of the classroom.
What?
Hey, Colin, how are you?
Hello, Sean. How are you doing? I'm fine.
Good. I'm here with Nick. We're doing a podcast. It's called Sean and Nick Talk About Movies.
Hey, Colin.
Oh. Hey, Nick. How are you?
He's good.
Good.
We're talking about Hocus Pocus. Ever seen it?
Yeah.
Could you maybe share with us a fond memory or?
I used to actually be scared of that movie.
Yeah.
The witch with the buck teeth used to scare the shit out of me, honestly.
You mean the Bette Midler witch?
Yes.
Winifred.
Something about it, but it also is like such a freaking quintessential Halloween movie that like it is really nostalgic. I love it.
Yeah, we're just trying a new segment here where we phone a friend and try to get their opinions. Have you heard any of the other episodes?
I have not.
Oh, wow, you're really a good friend.
Dude, link me, dude.
We'll link you up. This maybe be a good time to shout out our Twitter.
Why did you call me for Hocus Pocus of all films?
I don't know.
Because we're doing Hocus Pocus for reasons this movie you're talking about.
You were third on the list. No one else answered.
Sweet. Well, I thought Hocus Pocus was brilliantly executed as far as shot sequencing goes.
Yes.
But it was definitely there were some minor flaws as far as continuity goes. I think that goes without saying. Other than that,
who's your favorite witch and why?
My favorite witch and why? I like Bellatrix Lestrange because she is hot and spooky and evil as fuck.
Okay, what movie should we call you back for?
If you guys are doing anything on like Family Man or Con Air or any Nick Cage things, I mean, I'm down. Or Keanu Reeves, Kurt Reynolds, anything like that.
Who's Kurt Reynolds? Do you mean Burt Reynolds?
No, I mean Kurt Russell.
All right, Colin.
All right, Colin.
Call me back for Tombstone.
What?
Call me back for Tombstone.
I don't even know what
Kurt Reynolds. Kurt Russell fucking really brought it to that one.
All right, well, maybe we'll have to watch that one. All right, Colin.
Thanks, Colin.
Thanks for your weighing in.
Thanks for having me on your show, guys.
We gotta hang soon. All right.
Absolutely.
All right. See you, Colin.
Still gotta do that yard ears. Bye.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, so all this talk about Halloween and candy really makes me hungry.
A little bit of a sweet tooth you have, you would say right now.
I would say that, and actually,
now how could you crave that but still be somewhat healthy?
Well, I'm glad that you mentioned that because our show this week is actually sponsored by a product that we both have been consuming pretty regularly, and that's Halo Top ice cream.
Halo Top ice cream is phenomenal. I've been eating a pint a day for 2 weeks now.
Yeah, and the great thing is you don't have to feel guilty about eating ice cream because it says how many calories are right on the front, and it's never more than 350. I don't think. Maybe no.
I've never even seen it. I think 320 is the highest I've seen.
I think I've seen a 360, but I think I've only seen it online.
But my God, is it delicious!
Their flavor, they have all kinds of flavors. What's your favorite flavor you tried so far?
Okay, it's not my favorite flavor ice cream in general, but for Halo Top, I think out of what I've had, it is the best, and that's the mint chocolate chip.
I've had it too. I actually bought 2 pints yesterday, and one has been consumed already.
Oh, it's so good.
Some of them kind of taste a little proteiny.
Yeah.
Like a protein bar, kind of chalky. So you really got to experiment with the flavors. But I've been a big fan of chocolate chip cookie dough was good. Mint chocolate chip was good. And we're both trying to get our hands on peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah, I've been looking. If anyone sees it at a store, let me know what store that's at. I keep seeing ads for it, and I can't find it.
Yeah, but it's great ice cream. Both of us are pretty trying to eat healthy. We don't want to end up like Siskel.
Or Mary from Hocus Pocus.
Hocus Pocus. Or Siskel from Siskel and Ebert. He ate himself to death watching movies.
You mean the guy that sings Thong Song?
No, that's Cisco. Okay, so what do you give this movie out of 10?
It's always hard for me to rate things because I just like personal opinion,
yeah,
how it should be rated in the movie world, and then like culturally.
Yeah.
You want to do 3? Maybe I don't want to do.
No, let's do 1. Just give
one?
it 1 overall.
All right, let's do our personal opinions.
Yeah.
I love the movie. I've liked it since I was little. I love witches. I love Halloween. I love my birthday. So it reminds me of all of that stuff.
Yeah.
The pacing's good. There's a little problems. I'm not gonna get into it. It's a kids movie. It's fun to watch the whole entire time.
Yeah.
So I like the outfits.
Mm-hmm.
I like Billy Bones, the zombie character.
Yeah.
I like Thackeray Binks. So I like it all.
Yeah.
But it's not in my top favorite movies ever. I'd give it like a fucking out of 10. Give it like a 7 point,
Yeah.
7.5.
7.5. Dang. All right.
I mean, I like it, but it's not my top 100 or anything. So 7.5. I don't know.
I think I would probably put it in my top 100.
Really?
I would think so. Yeah, it a 10.
We're giving everything 10.
I'm giving it a 10. It's 10 out of 10. I've seen the movie probably like 20 times, and I watched it fully last night.
Yeah, I did watch it fully, but I mean,
and like I'm always seeing stuff I don't remember.
I feel like
I have there's nothing in the movie where I'm like that really bothers me at all. Like
I feel like a 10.
I think it's pretty flawless for what it is.
It is flawless for what it is. That's why I said you want 3 reviews.
Nah, I don't. I want 1.
It is flawless for what it is. But I mean, a movie that's a 10 to me is like, oh my god, this movie like made me think for like so long after.
Well, this is our show. We could rate. This is our show.
Yeah, that's what I'm rating it.
What do you rate it? You 7.5?
I'll bump up to an 8 I feel a little peer pressure. But I just feel like a 10 is like, oh my god, like it's one of my favorite movies ever. I think about it like when it's done. I love everything about it. That's not a 10 to me.
I'm giving it a 10.
That's fair. I mean, I can understand why you would.
Yeah. I don't have, it doesn't have to be a favorite to give it a 10. I think it's just going to be good.
To me, I think it's got to be one of my least, 50 favorites.
I think I would like it more if I watched it at Halloween.
Oh, during Halloween time, my number changes.
No, we can't do that.
Well, I'm just saying, that's true. If I watch it in the summer at 90 degrees, I'm just giving it 7.5 to 8.
Okay.
If I watch it at Halloween, it's spooky outside, it feels like my birthday's coming up, I'm eating candy, and yeah, okay. That's a whole different beast.
This could be time dependent, this review.
Yes, it could be time dependent. Halloween, 10. Perfect Halloween movie.
Okay.
Normal life, I 7.58.
Okay. Well, maybe I'll drop down
7.5.
Maybe I'll drop down to a 9.5.
Oh, wow.
How about that?
The podcast you just heard was published with Anchor. Got something you want to say to the creator of this show? Send them a voice message using the Anchor app, free for iOS and Android.